Here we're going to try this record over. We're watching the truck climb up the new Raptor Mountain. We get an area here where we find that there's a certain line that really works well, and we'll see that as we go along over and over. I've got it shooting it from multiple angles and kind of see how it works. And the truck does pretty good. The tires not bad. Now, to be fair, I haven't experimented with a lot of other tires, so we'll try other tires as we go along. But all in all, pretty good. We're going to probably gather up some smaller rocks and things to stick on there to maybe complicate things and to change it up. It can constantly evolve. The start can evolve. I noticed that when I throw some dirt on it, it makes a difference. So we can do that every now and then and see how that works. And here's a nice front view of it as it climbs up. You can see the second route on the right, which is a log climb, and we'll shoot more video on that at another time. But it's turned out to be about what I would want it to be. I wanted to make it difficult, but I don't want to make it impossible. So I think what I've got here is a good base that I can add to for different trucks and things. I'm in the process of building a 10.3, an RCX 10.3, and with a Jeep body, which I'm primarily going to be more of a trail truck, but I'm going to want to see what it does on these things and see what the center of gravity comparison is, and we'll see how that works, and we'll play with it a little bit along those lines. And then future plans are for another truck, which is going to be more of a just an all-round crawler type basher truck, which is I'm going to build it with a 46 power wagon body, and I'm going to build it with sound and things like that. But it's going to be I'm going to really play with it for crawling and stuff, and then from there we'll see. Maybe one of these trucks will graduate to I'll either sell it off or something and then build some others or stuff. I definitely enjoy building as much as I do driving, maybe more. You can see we still find the different angles as the truck climbs Raptor Mountain. You see if it pulled the course to the right and then curved back to the left just before the rock there is the line. There's some shots which I didn't leave in, which I tried to go straight up the left side, and the truck tends to really rear up right through there, and it loses traction and actually gets top heavy. And you can kind of see a little bit of that right there, and then I back down, and you can see it's back down and keep moving over to the right a little bit until you finally, there's one little groove there that seems to work well, at least for this truck. It's going to be interesting to see how other trucks do. The Jeep does with the portal axles, and see, although you would think that this stuff is not the portal axle advantages may not come into effect. It may be a disadvantage because of the height. Now this is where the video gets a little odd, because I've started certain areas and then I stopped videoing in the order of the course and kind of moved around a little bit, and it's primarily because I was experimenting with the gimbal and the different things. And you see here, this is more towards the end of the course, coming down the ramp, and at the bottom of the ramp there's a new feature which I acquired from where I work. I work at a shipyard. I bought some rope home and just kind of threw it down at the bottom of this ramp. It was just real simple down there, and I thought, well, this is, for now we'll throw this rope out there and complicate things, and it did. I did make a couple other runs that aren't filmed. If you really take your time and make sure you stay on the rope, it works fine, but as soon as I got off the rope, all of a sudden was an issue. Now this actually may be something where the Jeep with the portal axle does better, because you can see I'm just really not quite on the ground all the way there. And I think the portal axles will help with that in this case. But really the answer is to not get straddle the rope. And that would be the right answer. So I'm trying to really work this back around and get back up on the rope, which I do, and then I don't very well, and it costs me. This is one of the first couple runs I did on it, so there's a little bit of figuring out, but of course I get up on my side there, and I have to kind of mess with it a little bit, and I finally get it back on the wheels and stuff, where I'm still straddle that darn rope. It's just big enough to cause me issues. So I'm hoping that that'll work out. Now we move back, which is the section just before the ramp down, and this is the suspension area, the rope bridge, and it's just kind of there again, more of experimenting with the gimbal and the recording than I am actually driving. But that's a fun area. I mean, it just kind of have to take your time. And I've got some, future plans for the course in this area. I haven't really finalized yet, but I'm going to keep working on them. Come around, and you can see over, this is where it comes and actually goes to the ramp down. Just kind of giving me plenty of room there. I actually made that plenty wide enough to make this turn, because it goes from a real wide area to that narrow ramp. So you have to get it lined up right, or you're going to find a tire off. And there again, this truck can handle that. Now we're back actually the section before that. This is an area that I call unfinished, but it's drivable, and it's I can do a lot with that yet, whether it's with wood or whatever, but that's future work. Gives me plenty of room to continue to grow the course. This is the first section of rope bridge. I'm trying to get, basically what I'm trying to do here is set the gimbal up to follow the truck, which sometimes it worked well and sometimes it didn't, and I don't really have the knack of why just yet. I know that I did get it to lock on, and then when it come across something where the truck kind of went in front of something or behind something, it kind of lost the truck. So I'm still playing with that. All in all, a long ways to go. I'm very new at this. I've been doing photography for a long time, but video is a new thing to me. I haven't really done much. Here we continue through the rope section, which I've got it narrow through there on purpose. That's the kind of creates the difficulty. And it can be steep. There again, we'll see how other trucks with higher center of gravities do in these areas. This truck does all right. This is an axial 10.2 build with a Raptor body, and I hope you've enjoyed it.